Today, making some peach jam. I've got this beautiful bucket of peaches here. What you're gonna need to make homemade peach jam is 5 pounds of peaches, which is roughly about 20 peaches, maybe 25. You'll have to weigh them. I used my kitchen scale here. We're gonna cut an X in each one, just a little slice, because when we boil them, the skins will peel right off. We're also going to need 3.5 cups of sugar and 2 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. All right, and then the rest of my peaches, I'm going to freeze dry them. So it's peach season. We've got a lot going with the peaches. So I've got some water boiling right here. It's ready. All I'm going to do now is stick my peaches in there for 3 minutes till I see that skin start to peel away from the X mark. I'm going to pull them out, peel the X off, and I'll show you what we do from there. All right, at this point, we just simply peel off the skin. See how easy it comes off of the peaches. We won't throw it down the drain in the sink because it'll clog that and that'll be a big mess. We'll just put them into a bowl like that. And then once we get all the skin off from these peaches, and we can use, it's easier to use a knife to kind of go through and get the skin off. And these have cooled slightly, like 10 to 15 minutes. See, it just peels right off. If it's not already off, it's like shaving, just a little bit just comes right off there. All right, and then from here, we can just take those pits out, and we'll just chop the peaches into chunks. All right, we got all the peaches chopped up, and now I've got the 3.5 cups of sugar in my bowl here. Now I'm gonna add 2.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. And if you got fresh lemons, great. If you don't, that's fine too. I've just got this stuff here. 2.5. We're going to mix that in with the sugar first, and it will get kind of crumbly. Okay, we have a little bit of a boil going on right now, but it's not quite the full rolling boil I want, so we'll wait for the full rolling boil and then we'll start the timer for 10 minutes. Okay, now you can see we've got a good boil going, and when I stir it, it's still boiling, okay? So we're ready to set a timer here for 10 minutes. We're gonna watch this thing and we're gonna continue to stir. We're gonna continue to stir this, and then it's gonna be ready to blend up. We wanna do that, and ladle it into our sanitized jars, and then we can get ready to can it. And at this point, we wanna smooth it out, okay? So you're gonna blend it up, or a potato masher. I'm using an immersion blender. I find that to be the easiest. And I'm just gonna take and blend here until we get a pretty smooth consistency with just a little bit of chunk. Okay, now we ladle. We have really hot jars here, and we're gonna be careful. We're gonna ladle the jam into our jars. Okay, we got 5-pint jars. So I am pleased with that. Now we've got our sanitized lids. We're gonna take and put those on our jars. All our rims from our jars, I can tell, I don't have to wipe them. They're nice and clean. We used our funnel, our canning funnel. We didn't get any jam on the rims there, so it's looking really good. All right, now the heat from the jars and the jam, it might just suction that lid right on, but I'm going to boil these in my canning pot of boiling water for 10 minutes. So that's what's coming up next. Okay, here's our big canning pot. And we're gonna go ahead and put the jars in. Before I got fancy and had canning pots, I just used a regular, just a big pot, my biggest pasta pot I had, I just used that. And I just boiled all my jams and canned all my stuff in that pasta pot. Just barely, like last year I got me one of these. So I used that pasta pot for a long time, many years. Okay, I'm going to now fill this up with water just till it's just above the lids here, okay? And then we'll get boiling it. Okay, we're gonna set this temp to high heat here. And I'm gonna put the lid on it. When it starts to boil, I will set a timer for 10 minutes. And then we'll turn it off and then we'll be done.